Miss your favorite show? Download the podcast at kcaaradio.com.
KCAA.
Hey, welcome to another episode of PalmTrees and Progress Presents on NBC KCAA 102.3 FM, 106.5 FM, and 1050 AM in the Inland Empire and worldwide on all streaming platforms. I'm your host, Eric Osorio, and not joined with us today is the better half of the show, so we might have a little bit more free range, but we do have our senior correspondent with us today. So, senior correspondent, how's it going? How's it hanging? Jose Gaetan.
Doing great, dude. Oh, what the heck's going on over here, man? I can hear it. I can hear you. There it is. I had a little backlash. Good, man. I forgot to tell you, on the way in again,
Yeah.
that old man was out there again.
And what did he say this time?
Oh, there it goes, senior correspondent. And I looked at him like, wait, what?
Yeah.
He wasn't happy, dude.
That is awesome. Did you get this fellow's name yet?
No.
Oh.
Is he just hang out out there? You never seen him? Bald head, kind of grayish? No?
I feel like you're describing a lot of people
That's true. Out here.
out here. I was gonna say,
Jeez.
gee, but you should have told him 1 week older. So
Hello.
I mean, I'm not a mathematician. he's going at his great hair.
I'm letting it
It's very peppery, and I mean, I hear the ladies love that. I hear ladies love Cool J. I hear ladies love
Cool J.
pepper,
Hey.
a little pepper in the beard. At least that's what I've heard. Every time I ever see like a white hair or a gray hair, my lady will definitely be like, "No, it's cool. Like that's like hot or something." Like if anyone remembers or watched that show, oh man, Catfish.
Yeah.
There was that one young looking guy who had like just full gray silver hair. I was like, "Is that real? Is he doing like an ice spike gel? If you remember that, change your hair color." Nice
That
little.
was the old, what was the other one? Sunnin?
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Get your frosted tips.
I'm not sure what it is. I still don't know what it is. I think the rest of the episode we could just look it up. But as always, we got a great show planned for the listeners. We'll be chopping it up. We have an awesome special guest, Angel Baby, host of Angel Baby Radio, oldies on this station, KCAA. So you guys probably ready to listen to his oldies and see all the cool stuff he does for the community. He'll be calling in shortly, and then he could get into it a little bit more. But before that, how was your Thanksgiving, man? Did you were telling me a little bit before the show that you were smoking a turkey or something like that?
Yeah, man. It was
I was smoking a little something else.
I still never tried it ever.
Really? That is.
Yeah,
But you're
crazy.
better. You're a good smoker at turkeys.
Yeah.
So for all the dads and all the rads out there, let us know how the get down was.
Yeah, it was good, man. Just definitely a lot of prep work. Shout out to Charles at work. Charles in charge. He kind of guided me through the whole thing. Watched a ton of meat porn. Definitely a lot of
Yes.
And but no, from there it's just pretty much the whole process, man. You had to spatchcock it, and from there just one thing I did do was I injected it with it's like a butter marinade, and I used Superbird seasoning, and then just about 4.5 hours, man. Just let that thing go.
Have you ever been interested in like deep frying a turkey? I know it. It seems to be a big problem around the holidays.
I've seen all the failed videos.
I've seen all the fail. I think the first thing I saw was an insurance commercial talking about how kind of be like, hey, homeowners, have this insurance during the holidays because of deep fried turkeys. I was like, I guess this is an issue.
Yeah.
And then with social media, you legit see the home results of it not going so good.
So I think the problem is, right, because they still have a lot of, or most of them, I'm assuming they're not fresh. They're probably frozen.
Right.
So then when they hit that hot oil and ice and whatnot, boom, there it goes. So
that makes sense. Wow, I didn't know you're like a physics, or what would I call that? Just a general smart guy?
How was your Thanksgiving?
Oh, my Thanksgiving was awesome. Just chilled at my mom's house. Had a bunch of brewskis. Ate some food. Got my stuffing on and stuff like that.
You said you went through about 5 different staters to try to get you wanted a butterball turkey. It had to be butterball.
After all this butterball controversy, I was like, let me see what's up. I don't want to have to stuff the turkey myself, so let me just buy one that's pre-stuffed. Pre-stuffed. I will say, I mean, man, I like Instacarted. Well, I guess it was on me to try to Instacart during Thanksgiving. I was trying to get like Bucana's bottles and like a turkey, and I'm waiting 2 hours to get it. I'm like, oh, I'm a couple beers deep. Let me just get this, and wait a couple hours to not get it. It's like the Instacart driver's like, oh no, they don't have it there. Later the next day, when I was sober, drove to it, found the Bucana's bottles I was looking for.
Yeah, come on, man.
Yeah. You know what, Ralph's, dude? Two Bucana's 750 milliliters for like $15 a piece right now if you buy 2. So anyone who likes their whiskey, go stop by over there. We got Angel Baby who's jumped in right now. Angel, hey, how's it going, brother, man? Thanks for taking the time being a part of the show.
What's up, fellas? What's cracking, bros?
Nice to meet you, man.
How was your Thanksgiving? Did you have a good one? I'm sure I saw you guys pulled up a bunch of turkeys with Angel Baby Radio.
Yeah, man. We did my 20th annual Turkey Jam food drive.
Nice.
And we gathered 160 turkeys, man, and we gave them all out. And that made for a nice Thanksgiving for myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm sure it feels good to be able to get all those. And then I also, I was talking to you a little bit before the show. I was looking for, taking the kiddo a nice trunk or treat. And for the one I couldn't make it to, it was at the I forgot what airport, or is a private airport or something like that.
The Riverside Airport. The Riverside Airport.
Yeah. I saw they had like a trunk or treat. I forget what they call it. They call it something cool, like a plane and.
Planes and trees.
Yeah.
Planes and trees.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, man. Those are my friends with the Riverside Airport Cafe. They got their annual Planes and Trees event. And, man, it's pretty massive, man, because you've heard of the trunk or treats, right, where the cars open their trunks and kids go trick-or-treating around their cars?
Yeah.
Well, this one, man, is nothing but airplanes, man. All the airplanes, they deck them out all Halloweened out, man, and they all the kids go trick-or-treating all around the airplanes right inside the airport right there, bro.
Yeah, I saw some photos from the year prior as well, and I was like, oh, I'm definitely gonna try to make the trip. They even had like shuttling for it this year, because I hear it gets pretty packed and stuff. So that's really awesome, man. Hearing how much you guys take care of the community like that. That's awesome.
Hundreds of thousands of people was out there, bro, and yes, people had to park over there at the
Harvest.
And then we shuttled them in and shuttled them back out, man. It was a great event, man. We had 3 different radio stations there, man. We had myself out in the front. I had the front parking lot rocking, man. I had entertainment all day long.
Yeah.
And my friends from KGGI, that they're on the side right there where everybody's walking in. And then another partner of mine, D Dizzle, he was actually inside there where everybody's trick or treating around the planes, man. So we had the whole place rocking, bro. Hundreds of thousands of people out there. The whole community was out here, bro.
Yeah, that's awesome. You got any questions?
How long have you guys been doing that?
I believe they've been doing it. I've been a part of it. This is my second year part of it. I believe this is their 4th year they've been doing it.
Nice. And you said you had your the turkey drive that you do as well?
Oh yeah, my food drive that we do for Thanksgiving. It's the Saturday right before Thanksgiving every year. This was my 20th annual that we just did right there, and we did it right outside our studios right there where you're at, man.
Oh,
right
man.
there, KCAA studios, man. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? Well, how do you dig in the new spot, man?
I like it, bro. I like it.
Yeah, dude. Same here. I figured you would, because you guys would throw stuff in the old parking lot as well, right, in Redlands?
Yeah. Back in the days, we did a few events out there in Redlands. Actually, myself, I did one. I did the Turkey Jam, my food drive there a couple of years ago. But some other friends of mine, they used to do stuff in the the parking lot there.
Oh.
Back when we were in San Bernardino.
Yeah.
Way back in the days, every Friday we used to have a cruise night right there where we were broadcasting live. So that was a blast.
Oh, that's awesome. Do you know where the old Jose? Do you know where the old location was?
No, where was it?
Carousel Mall.
No way.
Yeah. My Theo helps co-host. We call him the senior correspondent over here. But
No respect, man.
You grew up out here, right?
Yeah, for the most part. When I was old, sophomore year of high school.
Yeah, so I
Moved
figured
down here.
you'd appreciate that little trivia knowledge and stuff at the Carousel Mall. I didn't spend any time here. I didn't jump on the KCA till we were out in Redlands, but I've heard some fun stories about the Carousel Mall. Yeah,
I was right across the street, man. I told you I did 2 tours at that Stater Brothers right there, bro.
Yeah, the way you talk about your Stater Bros, 2 tours.
2 tours there.
Bad. So for some of the listeners, are you having anything for Christmas? Like anywhere we can donate for like toys, or do you have anything like that, Angel?
Actually, with a friend of mine, we do Raider game watches, man. Every Sunday, every weekend.
Sorry about Friday. Sorry about Friday, man. That was rough.
Yeah, man. It's not easy being a Raider fan right now. That's my new slogan, bro.
Yeah.
It's not easy being a Raider fan.
My nephew's in the 6th grade and chose to. He's like, his dad was a Patriots fan and now he's getting his own. And last year he chose Raiders, and I was like, mijo. I was like, yeah, get ready for Yeah.
That's why I root for the refs.
But I will tell you, man. We still have a good time, man. As a nation, as Raider Nation, us fans, of course we're pissed off, but we still having a good time, man.
That's right.
These Raider game watches we have, man. I'm in there blowing the music, rapping with everybody on the mic in between commercials, so we make the best out of it. But with those Raider game watches, 2 weeks ago we started our toy drive, which everybody that comes to the game watch. They bring toys, and then next Saturday we're gonna take all them toys on down to the Ronald McDonald House in Loma Linda, and deliver all them toys to the kids, man.
Oh man, it's beautiful what you guys do for the community.
Yeah.
Angel, where do you guys do the game watches at?
Game watches, 480 building right there in San Bernardino, man. They're calling it the Inland Empire Raider Building.
Nice,
but it's the 480 building right there on Court Street, man.
Yeah,
it's a nice location. Yeah, we were doing them at the Derby Room in San Bernardino, but the the Nas Center just took back over the Derby Room, so now they're gonna undergo some construction and stuff going on, man. So we had to move it out, but it's cool. We got a really nice location right there, man. Bunch of TVs, everything, man. It was good, man. Have a good time.
Yeah, I've seen some clips from online, and it looks like a good time. And Angel, baby, let some of the listeners who are sleeping under a rock and not knowing about your show and like what time it is and what you got going on over there, because people who dig the oldies, I think they'd want to tune in.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm known for, man. They call me Mr. Oldies Forever, man, because I'm always oldies forever. That's my slogan. Yeah. That's my brand right there, man. I've actually been on radio for over 20 years, bro. I've been on radio.
Awesome. Heck
yeah. Doing a dedications and requests program similar to Art LeBeau. If you guys are hip to Art LeBeau, the oldies legend. So my show is similar to his. I take live calls, dedications, requests, and with KCAA, I'm on with them every Friday, 6 to 9 p.m. We're all the way live, man. My phone lines, as soon as I get in, phone lines are popping. Everybody calling, either wants to hear something or just wish somebody some love out there, man. It's good, man. We got a 3-hour slot, 6 to 9 p.m. You guys make sure you tune it in every Friday. I'm all the way live. Plus, we give away tickets to shows, man, like this coming Friday, we're giving tickets away to my New Year's Bash going out in Pomona. So we got a New Year's Bash going on, man, with we got a singer by the name of Elvia Cadena. We got the Midnight Cruiser Band. We got a guy who's been singing for many, many years, Rocky Padilla, joining us. And we're going to have a blast on New Year's, too, man. So you guys tune it on in every Friday, 6 to 9 p.m., baby Bubba.
Yeah, don't sleep on it. Don't sleep on it. Art LeBeau had his kisses, right? Is that what he gave? Is it mwah?
Yeah.
So what do you have? Do you like your Bezos?
Yeah, actually, myself, man, I don't blow the kisses, man.
Yeah.
I need that for the professionals, man. You know what I mean?
Legend. Yeah.
Myself, man, I'm just a character, man. I love to have fun on air, man. I love when the people call in and we play around on air, and the music, man. I love the oldie music,
Yeah.
the old school music, and then I also fix it up, man. I got friends of mine that are making new music. Some of them in the hip hop realm, some of them in the new soldies now. I don't know if you heard about soldies. Soldies is a new type of oldie that's going on where there's a lot of cats out there creating some real nice. It sounds just like a dang oldie, man, but it's actually a new soul song. So I got a lot of friends of mine that created that new soul music too, man. So I spin a lot of their stuff, man. And my thing is I jump on. Baby Bubba, what's up, Baby Bubba?
That's awesome. Hey, you know what? I do got another question because you were talking about oldies and all that.
Yeah.
You heard that new Kendrick Lamar song that sampled Debbie Deb?
Yes, I heard that.
Were you pretty stoked off that when you heard the sample?
Well, I thought it was okay, man.
Uh-huh.
But, you know, I've been hearing that from a lot of different artists, man.
Right,
I mean,
right.
there's my ear is in tune to oldies and old school music, so there's a lot of new music that comes out that I could hear the sample
Right away, huh?
And I know it, and there's a lot of people who don't know it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'll be cruising around with my kids and stuff, and they're bumping one of the new cuts from Kendrick or somebody, whoever their favorite artist is.
Newer artist is,
and I'll tell them, hey, you know what this song is, and then I'll put on the original, and they're like, what? I had no idea.
Yeah, it's funny to even be like, well, you know, actually, the first person who sampled this also.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I also feel the same way. It was very Bay Area, hyphy kind of sound, the Kendrick Lamar sound, the newer cut that dropped. But I got a little bit more behind it when I saw the legend herself, Debbie Deb, co-signed it.
There it is.
Yeah, I saw Debbie Deb.
That makes a huge difference.
Yeah,
man.
it made a huge difference to me. I was like,
Yeah.
Okay, if Debbie Deb signed it, I was like,
Yeah.
say less. I'm a big K-Dot fan
That's
now.
funny, man. Angel, is it safe to say that Art LeBeau is your inspiration for what you do, man?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yes, man.
So from that perspective, like as far as like the Chicano culture and everything else, like what was your upbringing? Like how did you get into the oldies?
Growing up, man, it's just been a thing, man. With a lot of Chicano culture, man. That's just, you know, we listen to oldies. Our parents listened to oldies when we were just kids growing up, man. So as I came of age into teenager, man, I was bumping my dad's 45 records, bumping his LPs for myself. And then I came to age where I started shooting pool in the garage with all my buds, man. And then I used to listen to Art LeBeau on the radio right then and there, man. And then at the same time, back then we had them square things called 8-tracks, man. So my parents had 8-tracks, and my dad had an 8-track player. So I would bump some of those 8-tracks, man, when we were just shooting pool in the garage, man. So I grew up on oldies music, and actually the whole dedications and request format.
Sure.
So when I got my opportunity to be in radio, man, and they gave me the opportunity to do what I wanted to do, I said, well, shit, I'm gonna bump some oldies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Did you grow up out here?
Yeah.
Did you grow up out here?
No, I actually grew up in San Gabriel Valley, City of Industry.
Nice. Yeah, jump and skip away.
Oh, side note, I also was really surprised when Debbie Deb said what she usually listens to in the quote when she co-signed the K-Dot song was she's really into metal, and Korn is like one of her favorite bands, which I thought was pretty dope. I was like, okay, I don't know how many.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah,
man. And Debbie Deb, man, she was off the scene for a while. She just barely came back.
Yeah.
So I believe K-Dot's song probably helped her again too, man, because she was off the radar. I mean, I got friends who were trying to book her for shows, maybe about 3-4 years ago, and they could not get her on a show, man. But it's just this year she came back and started performing again, you know.
Oh, I'm sure they upped her price a little bit more.
She played the game.
Yeah,
she played the game.
That's right.
And she knows it.
Yeah. Oh man, that's real awesome. I guess I'm a big fan of anyone with two names: Lisa, Debbie Deb. You got any more on deck?
Yeah, it's really
right.
Susie Q. What's it, all the Johnny O.
Hey, bros,
Stevie B.
I do a lot of shows with them artists that you just named right there, man.
That's
what's actually a trip to me, man, because like the oldies scene, right? Mm-hmm. I used to be listening to Art LeBeau in my garage, playing pool. and now and also playing some of my dad's 45s, his LPs, and nowadays come to where I'm at right now, man. Friends like Sonny Osuna. I don't know if you guys heard of Sonny Osuna. He's the one who sings that oldie, that classic oldie, "Smile Now, Cry Later," or "Talk to Me." But I mean, his family's actually friends of mine. He's a friend of mine. His son just texted me on Thanksgiving, told me Happy Thanksgiving, man. Brenton Wood, good friend of mine, man. Lisa. I've done a lot of shows with Stacy Q, man. So a lot of these artists, man, that I grew up listening to are good friends of mine, and quite a few of them I have them on the hip now. I can give them a call.
That's so cool.
Say what's up. They actually call me looking for work.
Nice.
What shows are popping up, Angel Baby? Come on.
Yeah.
You got a promoter? Yeah. What's going on?
Do you ever you'd be like, hey, can you just say Angel Baby on the phone real quick so I could use it for a cut on the commercial or on a radio or something like that? Just like Angel Baby. You know how the radio shows do. Like you were listening to Angel Baby, baby.
Yeah, bro. I actually got drops from a lot of them. Yeah, where they're saying that you're listening to the oldies with Angel Baby.
Oh, that's all. Yeah.
And I will tell you a funny one too, man. There's a lot of these cats where I'll call them for some business or something, but the first thing they do as soon as they answer the phone, they start singing that classic Angel Baby song by Rosie and the Rhythm. I kid you not, man. Yeah, man.
That's awesome.
And that shit blows that stuff blows my mind, man. You know.
Oh man, that's some good stuff right there. And you know what? Also, Theo, I didn't tell you about this. That the first time because I don't work Fridays or Saturdays here, so first time
nice,
I had,
dude. Who makes that schedule, dude?
First time I met Angel, he was coming to pick up one of the Easy Ups, the KCA Easy Up or whatever for one of his events, and I was like, hey, do you go to Laughlin? Do you DJ for Cinco de Mayo in Laughlin? Like I was like, do you do that?
Yeah.
And this was a couple years ago, and he's like, yeah. What? Just give the lowdown because I recognized you, and I was like, I'm always there with the family. They love going for Cinco de Mayo, and it's at the Tropicana area where you guys where you spin at for the car show.
Tropicana Hotel and Casino used to, yeah. Tropicana Hotel and Casino. We did about 8-9 years, man, strong. Me and my compa, who's a DJ Manny, he's a DJ out of Corona.
Right.
We're out there in the parking lot sweating it out there, but having a good time with everybody, man. It's a two-day car show that goes on, man. It's a blast.
It's a good time out there. Yeah. But I remember you mentioning why you don't do it anymore, and I was like, totally understand. Yeah. I would as well.
Yeah.
Is it the triple digits?
What we got on deck nowadays, man, we do, and it just so happens to be on the same months that we used to do Laughlin, which is Cinco de Mayo weekend, and September 16th, which is around Mexican Independence Day. So I got these other friends of mine who started this thing called Concert Cruise Events, and they put on these cruise ships with all these different artists, man. We got like about 16, 17 different high profile artists. I mean, we've had War on there, Los Lobos, Los Lonely Boys, Lakeside, Midnight Star, all your old school heads and your oldie heads on there. And so we do them at the same time that I was doing Laughlin. And so them guys kind of pulled me away, man. Not kind of pulled me away, but they pulled me away. And
it's a little easy choice
now too, man. It was. I've been with them now probably, I would say maybe about a good 6 years now, man. With Concert Cruise Events, man. And right now we have 2 ships sold out for Cinco de Mayo weekend next year.
It's not even the end of December yet, man. That's awesome. Yeah.
Check this out. And I'm talking the ship. These guys rent the ship.
Yeah.
All right. It's not just a portion of the ship. No, they rent the ship. So
right.
we got two ships sold out Cinco de Mayo weekend 2024 or 2025. We got 2 ships sold out September for our Super Legends cruise. Cinco de Mayo we call it the old school cruise. September it's the Super Legends cruise, and right now what we're pushing is Cinco de Mayo weekend of 2026, a 5-day Cabo San Lucas cruise. and we already are at 80% sold out, man. Shouts
Man.
out to my friends right there with the Concert Cruise Events family, man. They've been putting on some really, really great shows, man. I'm happy to be a part of it with them, man. Yeah.
Man, if you're ever looking for a deckhand on the cruises,
All right.
I'll holler at your boy.
You know, we've been looking
Okay.
at cruise. I've never done a cruise, man. I've been trying to push to
Yeah.
do one. I've never done one.
I've heard from everyone. Neither have I. I heard from everyone who's like, you got to do it. You got to do it. My only issue is like, is it hard to sneak weed on the cruise? Because I don't know if I want to celebrate 5 days on vacation without like burning one.
We'll do it like sober October or something.
No, I'm not going on a cruise and not
Not
smoking.
in October.
You put it on the backside, dog. You put it on the backside.
There you
Yeah.
go. Yeah. Prison pocket.
Yeah.
You'll be like the Cheech and Chong, man. What was that Cheech and Chong movie, man? Where he tells them, that's Labrador,
That's
dog.
Labrador. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh
man.
man, that's awesome.
Um,
I will tell you. I ain't gonna tell you from experience, but I will tell you.
Allegedly.
No, there's ways. There's ways around everything. All right.
Right.
Allegedly.
No, yeah. I mean, I don't even want to throw my mom under the bus right now, but I'm gonna. Allegedly, when they go on cruises, that they can bring like one champagne bottle or one bottle of some kind of alcohol, and then the water bottles, I guess, they could bring on. So they usually just, do the old school. Throw it in there and they're good to go. I don't want to burn the spot. Sorry,
Is
Mom.
that water from Mexico? It's kind of yellow.
Yeah.
The tequila,
Hey,
bro.
when we go on these cruises, we get a drink package, man. It's called the drink package.
Yeah.
All right. We get the drink package. All you can drink, man, all 3 days, man, and that's every. A lot of people. You don't have to get the drink package, but a lot of people do, man. And we, we got unlimited drinks on there. With Carnival cruises, they only give you 15 drinks a day. But I will tell you, that I know people who try to catch that limit, and that's all they needed was them 15 drinks a day, man. So,
yeah.
yeah. With Royal Caribbean, it's unlimited.
I
Drinks
heard the
a
Royal.
day, man. So
I
yeah,
heard the Royal
It's a
cruises
blast.
are- yeah.
That's all.
you
So,
guys got to check it out, man. Come to Cabo with us,
Let's
man.
yeah.
Come
So,
to
so
Cabo
you
with
said
us.
Cabo is the 2026.
Six.
And then what do you guys
2026,
usually go to for the cruises? What like the 2025? Or is it always going to Cabo?
No. All the other cruises that we have done before
Yeah.
have all been 3-day cruises. We go to Ensenada.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, as soon as when we're docked right there in Long Beach or San Pedro, depending on which ship we're on, we start the show off right as soon as we leave the dock, man. We start a big show off, man, with some high profile old school or oldies artists, man. They get down as we take off, and then a couple hours later we have another show in the nighttime. The next day we just sit there and sail at sea and put on a few more shows throughout the day. Then we hit Ensenada. We do some more shows there, man. And then on the way back, we got more
Nice.
shows.
Let's
It's a
go.
blast, bro. It's a blast.
I mean, it
bro.
must be. You got the next two for next year
Yeah.
completely sold out, and you got 80% for the next. I'm sorry,
For 2026.
2026.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
I would say let's plug the spot. Not that you need it though.
And this year, we had 3 sold out ships. Cinco de Mayo weekend of this year, 2024, was the first time that we decided to have 2 ships, or my friends from Constant Cruise Events said we're gonna sail 2 ships side by side. We got in the Guinness Book of World Records, bro.
Oh,
Sail
what?
2 ships side by side, 1 Royal Caribbean, 1 Carnival. Both of them had about 15 of high profile. Old school and oldies artists, bro.
Nice.
And
What?
that's what we did in May. But this past September, we just did the 1 cruise, the 1 ship, and we had Ramon Ayala. So if you guys are hip with Ramon Ayala, he's like
He's a living
he's
legend,
king,
brother.
he's a god,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he's a legend, man. So we had him on this past September.
Nice.
So these guys, man, it's a family. The family that runs the business, man. They're really beautiful people, man. The whole family, man, is the ones that work the ship. And me, I'm one of the hosts, man. They got about 5 different hosts, other buds of mine from different radio stations, man. We all take turns emceeing different stages, man, and bringing on the fun.
So that
It's a
guy's
blast.
part of the Ramones, right? He was one of the members of
This
the
guy, dude. I'll get him on. I'll get him on game, man.
Oh, no. We've gone to the same family parties. I
that's
know
true.
what's up.
Tío George.
Yeah,
Tragos amargos. Angel, quick question, man. A few years back, man, I saw this article about the Chicano culture and like the lowrider culture in Japan. And it blew me away, dude.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it was cool. Do you see a lot of that, like at some of these events, like a big Japanese following, other than Otani fans?
There's actually some of the representatives
Uh-huh.
that live out there. They'll come out here to some of the shows, and I've met some of them.
Yeah.
And they actually listen. They listen to my radio show out
that
there
is so
too.
cool, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So,
International
Yeah.
Angel Baby. Let's go,
Love
dude.
it.
oh man, hey, we got people out there down under. What's down under? Australia. We got
Australia.
people out down under, man. Hip hop artist, man. Benny, but the homie Benny out there, man. He took us out there to Australia.
Oh, nice.
He's got his people bumping my radio show out there.
Oh.
So we're on, man. We're on.
The dingo listens to Angel Baby, dude. Let's
Nice.
go.
Yeah, man. And as far as the Japanese culture,
Mm-hmm.
they ride pretty hard, man. They
That's
low ride
cool.
pretty hard. They do the whole dressing up all. I mean that's back in the days for me, you know what I mean. But these guys are all still dressing up, all homie, all homegirl, tatted up all over, man, and low riding pretty hard, man.
Yeah,
How are they
It's-
accepted,
it's
like
cool.
in the culture? Like, I mean, as far as like a Hispanic community, is that? I mean, I'm assuming. I think our cultures are pretty similar, as far as like
Yeah.
family first, obviously.
Apparently, we
And-
love
and
Dickies
then-
and Ben Davis.
Yeah, yeah. But
Right.
you know what I mean. I think how is it something that's embraced? I mean, from what you witnessed, as far as like the
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
cool, man.
It is embraced. I will back in the Chicano hip hop days, man. I don't know if you guys remember Chicano hip hop. What came out a while back.
Mm-hmm.
Well, a lot of the Chicano hip hop guys actually toured over to Japan, man, and they loved them out there. The lowrider car shows that we have out here with Lowrider Magazine,
Sure.
they tour in Japan too, man. So yeah, it's all good. It's one love, bro. One love.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, because I remember, and then specifically, I want to say it was a Vice. Was it a Vice documentary? I don't remember, to be honest with you, but I mean, I was blown away, and I think and again, they're paying tribute to a culture, and I think
Yeah.
that's the beauty of it, and I think a lot of times, unfortunately, I think society kind of has always looked down at that
Yes.
Pachuco.
Yeah.
Where it came from, you know what I mean? From the Pachucos to everything else. And now it's like, I mean, but those are our bloodlines, you know what I mean? So I think a lot of times, seeing that, it was kind of like it's being celebrated. It's cool, man, especially, in a whole nother country where it's something that, it's awesome. It's cool. Yeah.
And that's what we say over here. When not nowadays, because nowadays,
Sure.
like you mentioned, nowadays, it's a cultural thing, man. They got lowriders in the commercials. They got
Mm-hmm.
homeboys and homegirls in the commercials and stuff nowadays.
Sure.
But for a while, yes, we were considered the bad guys, but overseas,
Mm-hmm.
they're loving us.
That's
Go
awesome.
figure.
I like to think
Right?
of Little Rob rocking in Japan.
Yeah,
Just do like summer nights, dude. Let's go.
Yeah. Hey, they get down when they get down, man. I kid you not. Well, one of my big dreams is to actually tour over there too, man. MC some concerts out that way, and it's gonna happen.
Yeah, no, for
Sometime,
sure.
somehow.
I don't see it not happening if they're bumping you and their lowriders over there already. So I
Yeah.
mean, let's go. How stoked would they be?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, I think Eric, did I tell you I'm going to, what's the is it freestyle something? What is it called? It's going to be at Ontario. It's a festival, freestyle
Is
festival.
it just a bunch of music?
Yeah, but all those freestyle artists are going through.
Oh no,
Yeah.
you
I totally
you
forgot
probably
to
didn't
tell
tell
you
me
about
because
that.
he didn't want to invite me. So this
I have
kind
2
of
extra
hurts.
tickets, dude. You're
Angel,
coming.
we rolling or what? Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh, you're probably
Let's
going to be
go.
hosting that event.
Yeah, what's it called? It's called freestyle something.
Oh, who's headlining? Can you remember?
I think Stevie B.
Oh, that's right.
Stevie B.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stevie B has been one of the artists on the ships with us too, man. I've done a lot of shows with Stevie B too, man. He's a cool cat.
Yeah.
Cool cat.
Speaking of
Yeah,
samples, go on. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that should be a cool concert, man. I got a lot of friends that got a lot of old school oldies and freestyle shows already on deck for next year, man.
March
yeah,
22nd.
I'll be at some room.
Yeah, March 22nd at Ontario. Still tickets available if you guys want to check it out. Freestyle Festival.
Yeah. Speaking of samples, I remember hearing that New Shoes when it got sampled a couple of years ago, maybe 5-6 years ago. Or is it?
Yeah.
I was really stoked off that. That was always one of my favorite jams, and to hear that sampled, and same thing with a lot of people were like, "Dude, did you hear this beat?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's the same beat as New Shoes." Like, what are we talking about right now?
In case the co-host is tuning in now because he just landed from Denver. Remember when he was trying to pitch that what's the Shabuzi or whatever? he's trying to convince us.
Yeah, we have another co-host part of the show. He's flying from Colorado.
He's flying
from Colorado currently, so he had to miss. But he threw on that Shabuzi song. You might have heard. It's like the bar song, or whatever. And it's a sample of, well, it's not even a sample. It's just the melody
much,
and
yeah.
lyrics of everybody in the club getting tipsy.
Yeah.
It's tipsy. And
He
put it on, and he's like, "Yo, this is like a pretty cool song." And I was like, I
What?
guess it was when like Yin Yang Twins did it like 20 years ago, bro.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta love it.
And
Love you, Andrew.
And it did seem like, because it's country, I'm just gonna say, like, why does it seem more racist? I'm like, I don't know if I want to listen to this.
Yeah.
Although I love Freddie Fender. You know what I mean? Tex-Mex, let's go.
Right.
Man, that was one I never got to see, man. Yeah, Lil Joe, Freddie Fender.
Wasted days, wasted nights, baby.
Gotta love it.
See, man, I had the honor of meeting Freddie.
Oh, that's awesome.
Many years ago, man.
Oh,
yeah,
that's awesome.
man.
Yeah.
That's so cool. I love that
Little
these
Joe-
people. Yeah, I love that
Little
these people
Joe-
are getting celebrated now. Go ahead.
When we were on one of these cruise ships, I think it was the old school cruise that we did, or no, last year, September last year, our Super Legends cruise, Little Joe for Little Joe y La Familia that you just mentioned. I had the honor of bringing him on stage. My mom had just passed away, and she used to always play Little Joe in the morning that she's cleaning the pad, man. That was all her thing. She used to play Little Joe, La Familia, and she'd play some Linda Ronstadt, clean the house. And then I'm there, and they give me my assignment, and I'm like, what? I get to bring on Little Joe? So when I went out there and I did my spiel, man, I mentioned Moms Up Above, man. It was nice, man. It's pretty touching.
Sounds like a tearjerker for sure. And it's funny. You had, like, it's funny how, what is it all culture or just Hispanic parents and grandparents? Just like, I have a lot of song correlations with getting woken up to brooms being swept violently in the hallway next to my door because I'm sleeping in past 9 p.m. 9 a.m. on a weekend. So I just so much music. I'm like, I remember I could smell Pledge right now.
Yeah.
Fabuloso as well, dude. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome stuff. I remember watching a Volcom skate video that dropped not too long ago, and one of their their song parts was "Wasted Days, Wasted Nights" by Freddie Fender, and I was like, just felt it in my chest. I was like, that's awesome. That's some awesome stuff right there. Representation matters.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Right?
You know, it's funny because I think I think a lot of us have those certain memories, right? Music playing and whatnot. But do you guys have PTSD, man? If you ever walk on wet floor and you all of a sudden just throw your hands up because you're waiting for that chancla to come flying. You know what I mean? Like you just stepped on someone's wet floor. What the you start and you're already waiting.
Yeah. I mean, like, I'm like, I gotta go to work right now.
Don't step on my wet floor. Go around.
We had a living room that was my grandma would always vacuum, and she would do it where, like, with a pattern, you know what I mean? You go certain ways, like it was like a work of art. And this living room you could not step in unless there was company over, like, and she'd be like, cabron, I saw like your footsteps in the pattern. Like,
they're not mine, they're Etnies right there.
I would never wear Etnies. I'm a DC kind of guy.
You know they're not mine, Mom.
Yeah. Abuela, it's not me.
Yeah, right, dude.
You know what? If you want to stick around, we got about 15 minutes left, Angel. We're gonna get into some we have a good time here. I have a video I queued up for Luis. He's a big I'll just dive into it.
Chop it up.
Let's go. Yeah, let's go, man. I'm here. Let's rock and roll, bros. Yeah.
What's that? What's going on over there? I hear a can
my
opening.
monster.
Nice. All right, let me get this video queued up real quick. You know, Angel, I noticed when you run the show too, you are doing a lot of the work in the music and engineering basically yourself too, huh?
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
All right,
I used to actually I used to be an engineer for another station back in the days, man. So I used to sit there and play all the music that whatever track they gave me to play, man. I would play everybody's music and whatnot, put the on air button and off air button for them, man. So that's my thing, man. And other stations that I've been at, I'm the guy. I'm usually sitting at the board like you are right there, man. So I'm used to just doing it all my own, man, because I know when to start the song, man, when the singer's gonna be singing, when to stop that sucker, when I could talk over it, when I could let the caller talk over. You know what I mean? It's just easier that way. You know what I mean?
What's going on?
Oh, I'm trying. You know what? I can't get the music for this, so it's Hulk Hogan listening to a Young Jeezy song for the first time, and it's and I love it. And I love it. And he starts right around the last one. You see him start singing the song. That's right there. He's singing it. And I love it. In 2006, a classic one. Hey. And then right now, here's another little man forgets breakup after having a concussion and marries ex-girlfriend 7 months later.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. So.
I hope he signed a prenup.
Yeah. So I was reading this article. And so apparently this guy had a skiing accident shortly the day after that they broke up. He went skiing, got a concussion apparently, and then the next day after he was out, because he was only out for a day, forgot that he got dumped by his lady. And then so they end up marrying, like it said, 7 months later. What a good way and strategy to get back with your lady.
There you go.
Right.
You think he was faking it the whole time?
I gotta say, I think I don't want to judge, but I'm pretty sure he was faking it. I was reading it that he just kept bugging the lady. He was like, oh, and she thought it was sweet because he made it seem like he didn't remember. But I feel like that seemed like a bit of a con. I don't know. Thoughts on that?
I'm wondering why they broke up.
Exactly. You took the words out of my mouth, brother.
Did she cheat on him and he said that's it, and then she conned him into getting married after he didn't remember?
She doesn't remember nothing.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, and so that's pretty good.
With his best friend?
I forgot. I don't know. But let's hope them for the rest of the, always and forever sticking together.
Always and forever. Ooh, got him.
Sing some Angel Baby right now.
Man.
All right, and then you know what? I wanted to try out this other segment where I cold read stuff off of Reddit that it's like, am I in the wrong or am I overreacting?
Let's do it.
All right, so I got dude, you've read some of these before?
No, but I love this. Let's go.
Okay.
This is perfect.
Okay, so I got a little short one to intro it with. So, am I in the wrong for refusing to use my mom's ring in the engagement ring? My mom's ring in my engagement ring. So this is a man who's asking it. He's 28. 28, and his lady's whatever. It doesn't really matter. 25. But so he says they've talked about designing their own rings for their future engagement recently. Recently, the guy's mom offered to give the ring for their marriages to his dad to melt down and incorporate into the engagement ring. Mm-hmm. He refused her marriage. This is all from him. He refused. Her marriage to my dad was filled with negativity. She had a midlife crisis and cheated, and my dad wasn't a saint either. He struggled with alcohol abuse the entire time. Struggled with alcohol abuse the entire time. Their relationship was toxic and ultimately ended badly. To me, their ring is a symbol of that failed marriage, and I don't want to carry that energy into my future with my partner. I want our rings to represent a fresh, positive start. My mom didn't take it well. She thinks I'm being disrespectful and sentimental about the wrong things. She argues it's just a ring and sees it as a meaningful gesture to pass it down. What do you guys think? Is this guy in the wrong?
You know what? I think I agree with him, man. I mean, if it was something where like, hey, man, your parents, which 50 whatever years or whatnot, you know, maybe blah blah blah, widowed, 100%. But in that type of circumstance, I agree with him, man. I'll go with him.
Yeah, I agree with him too, man. But you said that he said he could melt it down and create a new one, right?
Yes, yeah.
I would have bullshitted him, man.
Yeah.
Just to get
I
it.
melted it down and made it new, Mom.
Exactly. That was my initial thought too. When I read that, I was like, "Oh, well, just say." I mean, like it's the first time that he's gonna lie to his mom.
Go pawn it.
Yeah.
Go pawn.
Right.
Yeah. That's the first time he's like, "I got to be honest with
It's
her."
on East Street Pawn over here on Baseline.
I mean, anything to help for the, exactly. Pawn it, help it for the wedding and stuff like that. So that was a fun one. Let's see. I got another one. It's a little bit longer. Let's see if I can do a better job of reading it. Am I in the wrong for threatening to sleep in another room because my husband's farts keeps me up? And my guys, I'm telling you, we got a long story right here. I feel ridiculous even typing this because it seems like such a silly problem. But here's the deal. My husband and I share a bedroom like many people do, and I love him very much and hate sleeping without him. However, he farts in his sleep so much and so loudly that it regularly wakes me up from my slumber. And then he keeps me awake because it smells so bad. Like, I'm not exaggerating when I say farts are so loud I get awoken from a dead sleep, and I'm not a light sleeper. This smell is beyond foul and lingers in our bed. I think I would leave this lady if I saw that this Reddit was posted about me like this. Okay, so let me get back to reading. The noise/smell wakes me up and then keeps me from falling back asleep. And I suffer from severe insomnia, so I take sleep very seriously and don't think it's unreasonable to want to go to sleep undisturbed. I've talked to him about it and asked him to please see a doctor because I'm worried something is wrong with him due to how much flatulence he has and how bad it smells. That's a genuine concern because, like, dude, you're dying from the inside.
Go get your oil check, bud.
Yeah. So he always responds that I just don't understand how stinky men are. I grew up with 4 sisters, and that all men fart loudly in their sleep all the time. Is that true? We've been married for less than 5 years, but lived together for many years before marriage. And it's only became a major problem in the last year or so. He certainly has always been gassy as long as I have known him, but I don't recall being awoken from sleep during our earlier years living together. This is my favorite part of the story. I'm currently laying away at 5 a.m. because he farted at 2 a.m. so loudly it woke me up, and I have not been able to fall back asleep because he just keeps tooting over and over. I am considering threatening to move into the guest rooms until he agrees to see a physician, but I really don't want to do that. My preference would, of course, be continue to share a bed, but I travel for work a lot and really need quality of sleep to be my best self. So I kind of feel stuck between a rock and a stinky place. If I move into the guest room, am I in the wrong? What are you guys' thoughts?
I'll go with
Over
it,
the
man.
guest room.
Yeah, go in the
over
guest room.
man.
Yeah,
I say the heck with that, man. You know.
Yeah.
Hey, first of all, I would tell him you better go to the bathroom before you go to bed, and let's check that out. And with no excuses, get your butt in the bathroom before you go to bed. Stay in there for a little while. and we'll test it out. And if that doesn't work, man, no, I'm out of there, man. I've actually told my baby mama, man, a couple of times, a couple of small ones came out. I'm like, hey, no, you need to go sleep somewhere else, girl. You doing that? Hey, no.
Love it. Man.
Luis, what are your thoughts on this?
Same thing, man. Yeah,
Same.
get your yeah. I think sleep is one of those things, man, that I think a lot of us, like right now I'm looking at the clock and I'm already counting down. Man, I got to be up at 2:30.
I got this many hours if I go right now.
Yeah, so it's like
I
so
hear
it's
you,
definitely precious.
because man, there's like a certain frustration that happens when you cannot go back to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Like I always hate if I have to go wake up to the restroom, go use the restroom in the middle of the night, whatever, just to go take a pee, and I look at my phone. And to see what time it is, that light will like blast me, and I can't go to sleep right away. I'm like, oh, why did I even see what time it is?
But isn't it the best feeling when you wake up and you think they're like, oh man, it's time. Then you look and you got like 3-4 more hours. You're like, nice.
Yeah, you think you have 30 minutes. Yeah.
I love it, man.
Those are the little wins in life.
Angel, I got a question, man. Before we go, top 3 songs, man. You got to give it to me. Your top 3, your favorite.
Mine?
Yeah.
My top 3 songs. My top 3 songs.
In no particular order, if that makes it easier.
All right. There's a new cut out right now by this dude. This cat signed to a Snoop Dogg. It's some of that new soul that I was mentioning to you guys. The guy's named October London. A song called Roller Coaster. Cool. The guy sounds just like Marvin Gaye, man. That's one of the top ones that I'm digging on right now.
Okay.
Of course, Brenton Wood, the Birdman. Right. I play a lot of the B-sides, and the Birdman by Brenton Wood is always one of my favorites too. And Donnie Elbert, man, a classic oldie, man. Have I Sinned? Those are 3 top ones that come to mind right now.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
I always just want to hear it from an expert, someone that has a. So I figured there were going to be songs that what I mean, that they weren't too prevalent as far as like
a DJ though. He picks the B sides. You know what I mean? He's like,
no,
we ain't going for those popular cuts.
That's why I asked.
Yeah.
I had a buddy that actually had Mr. Brenton Wood at his house for a private event. And I unfortunately didn't make it, man, but he was there probably maybe singing for like 30 people. And this was probably about 10 years ago. So he was probably in his, because he's like 80, 84, 80 something now.
Yeah, he's up there now, man. He's having some issues singing right now. We're keeping the homie in prayer at the moment.
Our thoughts, for sure. Mr. Brenton Wood, man. He's classic. Oogum Boogum.
Yeah,
classic. So cool.
Yeah. You know what? While we're on that, I was having some brewskis with my grandpa the other day in the garage, and threw on some Duke of Earl came on, and he's like, hey, you know what? I remember listening to this. He's like, I think it came out 60 something. He said the year that it came out. Like he's like, oh, I think it came out something this year. I remember driving whatever car, listening to this. And I was just like, oh, looked it up just because I was like, oh, let me see. And I was like, Grandpa. I was like, you got it right on the money, dude. Like, just like a side little.
My Theo always had that. He always had that swag, dude. That old school, like.
Yeah.
He was always a little different, like as far as like the dress, because I think it was out, California, than what I was used to before we moved out here. Because we came from Texas, and my dad's like Tejano, dude, straight up. He's the only guy at the party wearing a cowboy hat. And but yeah, my uncle was always tucked in. I always remember his khakis were pressed to the nines, bro. He always had his shirt tucked in, little chain hanging out, hair just, I don't know if it was 3 flowers or what, but clean, dude.
One of the nicest compliments I've ever heard from anybody was my Thea said, she was making fun of me. She's like, you just dress like Grandpa. And I was like, oh my gosh, like that's all I've ever wanted to hear.
Yeah. Always smooth, man. Always
well,
smooth.
if Grandpa didn't care about not ironing his clothes, my stuff is always wrinkled. No, so that's the difference there. No. That's the difference there.
You'll get cut.
That's the stoner. That's the stoner esque of my appeal.
Love it.
Well, we got to get out of here. And by the way, I looked it up. 61. 61 is when Duke of Earl released.
Nice.
Angel, do you want to plug anything before we have to get out of here?
I'll catch you guys on the radio, man. Fridays, man. You guys check it on out. Tune it in. 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. I'm all the way live with you guys right here on KCAA. Nice. 106.5 FM, baby Bubba.
Cool, man.
Appreciate it, Angel. Thanks for taking the time being a part of the show, man. Appreciate it,
nice meeting you, my brother. Hopefully see you on the cruise, man. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on, baby Bubba, let's go.
Real quick, guys, got a quick shout out for Rialto High School Cheer, which they just qualified for Nationals, defending Nationals champion, just qualified again. So we'll be there again in February. They're having a fundraiser at Canes in Fontana on South. Ooh, I can't even read that, man. My eyes are so bad. Anyways, it's the Canes in Fontana. So anything that you guys go and purchase, it'd be a 15% donation that goes straight to the cheer team. So show up.
Show
Mention
up.
Rialto High School.
All right, guys. Catch you guys next time. Take it easy.